video, I'm going to be taking you around my house and showing you what's new. I decorate very slowly, so it takes me forever to get a new round of things for my house. I used to do home decor hauls all the time, but today's video is going to go a little beyond just decor. A couple of things that I've used to organize stuff in my kitchen and things like that. I have mentioned a lot of these things already in vlogs. I talk about home stuff in a lot of my vlogs, so if you guys don't watch my vlogs, you should if you're into home decor and taking care of home or backyards and things like that. I'm usually showing you guys what's new the moment that I get it in my vlogs, but I wanted to put everything into one video, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So these first two things are candles, and to me candles are kind of like decor as well. I decorate with a lot of random things like candles and little bottles and magazines and things like that, so I consider them decor, on top of the fact that they also work to make your house smell good. But yeah, I got two Byredo candles. These are my first two Byredo candles, and out of all of the candles that I've had in the past, I like these the most. I don't really like candles that are too strong. They give me a headache, so I think that this is the perfect amount of scent. So this is woods, and I also got cotton poplin, I think it is, and this one is more of a masculine warm scent, which I've mentioned in the past that that's my favorite scent for a home. A little bit of masculine mixed with warmth, mixed with coziness and freshness, just everything in one. So I actually like this one more than the other one that I have, but they're both very good, and I really love the packaging as well, so I'll definitely be repurposing this. So next I wanted to talk about two new oils that Vitruvi recently came out with. And if you guys don't know what Vitruvi is, it is a diffuser company, my favorite diffuser company that I've tried ever. It's this thing right here that I have in the back of almost all of my videos. I have a black one and I have a sand colored one in our room, and I burn essential oils and it makes my house smell very good. So I buy very beautiful candles, but I do not burn them all the time. I only burn them on occasion when I have people over. I mostly use my diffuser. It's a lot more sustainable, and it makes me have my candles for a longer period of time. So my candles last me forever. So they recently came out with these two scents. This is not sponsored. I just really wanted to talk about them because they're seriously probably my favorite scents that they've come out with so far. Right up there with eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is my favorite scent. So they came out with Retreat and Ceremony, and Retreat is more of something you would obviously smell in a very expensive hotel or something. It smells very strong in the bottle, but once you diffuse it, it's a very fresh and beautiful, luxurious smell. That's the best description that I can give. And then Ceremony is more of if you're into sage or very smoky, earthy scents, this would be better for you. I love them both. So Retreat is a mix of grapefruit, palma rosa, and eucalyptus, which explains why I love it so much. And Ceremony is a mix of cedarwood, clary sage, and palo santo. So palo santo is one of my favorite candles from Le Labo, which also explains why I love this scent so much, and I love cedar wood. So yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to scents, and I love these. I think they are some of the best scents that Vitruvi has come out with. And again, this video is not sponsored by them, but I am an affiliate with Vitruvi, so you guys can get 20% off their entire site with my code, which I'll leave down below. So this next thing I'm not gonna hold up because I don't feel like getting them from where they're at, but it is my two new clay vessels or vases, whatever you want to call it, that I got from Etsy. I have one back here and I have one next to my TV on my TV stand. I've talked about it before, and I use this one for my pampas grass, and the other one I also have dried grass on it, or I don't even know what that is, some kind of dried branch on it, but you can use them for flowers or for whatever you want, and I think it adds the perfect rustic touch. I think that adding little clay vases or pots or something that is meant to be for outdoors, I also love using clay planters or ceramic or cement looking planters that are meant for the outdoors. I love bringing them inside, and I think it adds a beautiful touch to pretty much any style of decor. So got these on Etsy. If you guys just search clay vessels or clay vases on Etsy, you'll find a bunch of them. I get a lot of questions on how I find things on Etsy. Guys, keywords are key when it comes to searching for anything on Etsy. Okay, you have to find something that you really like from like Pinterest, and you see something on there that you're interested in and you want to find it on Etsy. Try your best to come up with a bunch of different ways to describe that item, and you'll most likely come across it on Etsy. So I do it for my belts. I just put like Croc stamp vintage belt, and a bunch come out. So for the vases, I just put like clay vase, vintage vase, or like ceramic vase and things like that, and you get a bunch of different things that are going to come up. It's actually very easy. A lot of people tell me that they have a hard time using Etsy. It's very easy, and there are a lot of sellers on there, and you're most likely going to find something if you just try to enter as many keywords as you can. Next up, I have this little candle right here, and this is actually completely made out of wax. It broke. It came broken, but it's fine. I just like torched it with my torch lighter, and I sort of fixed it, but then my friend came and she went to grab it by the handle and it came off again, so now it kind of looks weird, but it's fine. I think it's very unique. I love to add very unique pieces, you know, even if it's not something that's vintage and it's not something, you know, that has history to it. I like for it to look like old, like it was made in another time or something. And I found this one. This is by Wynne Ware, I think. It is a website that I found online, and I love little things like this to just put somewhere. So I have this on top of my dining table, and I think it's the cutest little candle. I haven't burned it yet because I just like the way that it looks, but I'll probably burn it a little bit so that it looks a little used. So if you guys have ever seen any of my home decor videos in the past, you would know that I love to decorate with magazines. I collect beautiful magazines, and I try to find a lot of like indie or magazines that aren't like extremely popular. I love Unconditional magazine. I love the Realness magazine. I have a bunch of different magazines. I have an old Acne paper. I don't even think they make that magazine anymore. That's what I have on top of my coffee table. But I recently got, I don't know if you can see it back here underneath the clay vessel that I just talked about, 2 Imprint magazines. So it's a new magazine company. Well, not new to me. So yeah, every couple of months I get like 1 or 2 new magazines with nice covers, and I think they are awesome to get like inspiration from. I have a couple of home decor magazines and a couple of fashion magazines. Those are the 2 main ones that I usually get, and they're really good. Like when I can't find inspiration online for whatever reason, I just open one up and it like instantly inspires me. So I got this little notch sculpture from CB2, and this is currently what I have on top of my coffee table, and I really like it. It's a weird sculpture. It looks like somebody kind of got frustrated, like they were working on a sculpture and it just wasn't turning out how they envisioned, and they got frustrated and just started turning and twisting everything, and they got this, and they're like, you know what, let's make this a thing. And then I went and bought it. So yeah, I don't know, I like it. I like all these weird things, and I think it adds a cool touch. I love to throw in a couple of black pieces into my decor because, as you can probably tell, everything is very neutral, very light, very beige or white. So I love to throw in pops of black. I loved the fact that the Byredo candles were black, because it gives, you know, that little black touch that I love. So for kitchen organization, I have 2 things that I recently added to my kitchen. The first one, which I mentioned in a vlog, I actually mentioned both of them in a vlog. Like I said, I talk about home stuff, home organization, new home decor, backyard projects. Everything is always in my vlogs, but I don't have a pantry, so I needed to figure out a way to nicely organize the food that would normally be in a pantry. So I used to put everything on top of our refrigerator because I only have like one drawer that I can put like canned food or boxed foods in, like stuff that you would put in a pantry. I have one drawer for it and it just wasn't enough. So on top of our refrigerator, I organized all of the food that I normally put up there, and I really love and recommend these containers. These are the OXO containers. You can find them like at the Container Store. I'm pretty sure Target has them. I got these at, I think, Bed Bath & Beyond. They came in a set. I think it was like 50 bucks, and it came with a bunch of different size containers. And now I'm just adding individual ones for other things that I normally put up there. So little by little, I'm just, you know, organizing that. So in the future, when we do have a pantry, I plan on organizing the entire pantry like this. So obviously, I do not want to fill the top of my refrigerator with stacked containers, because when we open and close the door, if somebody opens it or closes it too hard, it can fall. So right now, I think that's like the most that I'll put up there, but I really recommend this if you guys are in the market for containers to organize your food. And we also recently had like a little baking competition, and it inspired me to organize my measuring spoons. So I use my measuring spoons a lot. Despite the fact that I don't really bake that often, I do use my measuring spoons a lot, and I always lose them. So I was tired of it, and I had a couple of extra little hooks that I use to hang my belts, and I decided to just paste them on my kitchen wall, and I put my measuring spoons on there and two of my whisks, and I love it. And now I just want to hang everything up there because I love the way that it's just very organized. You know, it's in plain sight. So yeah, I really recommend doing something like this if you keep losing things that you use very often in the kitchen. So that's everything for this video. I'm going to try to incorporate more dedicated home videos back into my channel like I used to. Again, I always talk about everything that I get for my house or any project that we're doing. I always document it in all of my vlogs. So if you guys don't watch those, you definitely should, but I will be making dedicated home videos from now on. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.